Yeah, we got a nice double-pronged attack here from Blue as they come out of sewers and Intel at the same time. Huey Lewis takes a little bit of early spam down to 77 health of kind of a small engagement. He's gonna pop here. Kind of weird. Wanted to go into sewer, I think, to hook up with a player in there. The jumps around though, and a couple players down for Street Hoops, a couple players down for Shruggin.
Yeah, we did get the recapture though again, so you know we've got that point back, and now we've got Shruggin's team coming back out though. Soldier up in the face of Dwada takes him down there, so no demo to worry about on the point. They're holding really firm on mid there. The Scout's trying to do some work. Paragon goes down. Deadbolt in a lot of trouble here. He's gonna have a Soldier and a Scout. And Technosex ends up taking him down, so Wonder Twin Powers could not activate.
Yeah, I was thinking along the same lines. Does that seem like a really good opportunity for him? Deadbolt and Paragon, both coming from separate sides, but unable to get a pick on Ninja Nick there.
Yeah, so that we see our, what, 8th recap of mid here on this single round. Seems to be a very tightly and highly contested point. Scout in trying to do something here. Can't quite make it happen. Jumping all around, and blue team is going to back up. They may be given the point up here. They don't have their Uber ready to go yet.
Yeah, it's close, but Huey Lewis had to escape. And looks like Red's just going to keep pushing forward. A juggle on the Uber demo man. Soldier goes up top. He's going to hide out until his Uber fades. He gets a full clear view of what's happening too.
Scout sees him.
That is Paragon. Needs Vacationer to come and have him help clean that up. And looks like the push is going to be blocked. But at least we made it to the second point this time.
Yep, we've moved out, but I wouldn't be surprised if they push back out here in a little bit. They've got pretty even Ubers, and they've been looking pretty good. Street Hoops hasn't had much trouble at all, you know, getting damage out. So we'll see if they decide to push up. And they are holding real far forward and recapturing the point right now. So we may see a mid-fight again.
Shrug with a good kill, but he gets caught outside in the yard here on second point. Do you have a player behind for blue team going to be able to take the health pack in the sewer? And I believe people are aware of his presence.
And I think they're starting the raffle.
Exactly what we were hoping wasn't going to happen right at 7 o'clock. But perhaps... we are halfway through this map here.
Yeah, we'll try and bring you guys action as we can here. It might get a little bit loud as they start calling all this stuff out, so we do apologize in advance.
Deceased players not involved can hold on to some tickets for some people.
Alright, so what we'll do is we'll call prizes. If you have a
now, action going down on the choke here as Deadbolt and Ash combine to get Showstopper.
After you receive your prize, please head over.
Now, if we do get a round in, I wonder if perhaps players might decide to pause. But, we'll have to see. I haven't seen anything in the chat in regards to that. Technosex says I'm going to miss my prize.
And they are recapping here, and they're going to be pushing on the last here. Uber not quite ready, though, so they're not going to have that working for them. But inside, doing a lot of work here. The Scouts pushing way far forward. Paragon trying to do what he can here. Ash is pretty hurt as well, so Control F Muffin goes down, so no demo man to hold the point right now. That could be a pretty big deal, but here comes the Uber pushing out. Very aggressive here.
Great job by Showstopper there.
Follows it up with a nice shotgun kill, and Steve C takes Deadbolt down, and Shrugger takes Paragon down. That was a last back cap attempt. Foiled, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. And now the Spire being recaptured here by Red Team. Going to be able to recontrol this point, no problem. Now Huey Lewis will have an Uber charge ready to go.
And they're feeling each other out again in the choke here. So Uber is popped in. Big jump from the Soldier, trying to get something down. Demoman gets popped all over the place. Gets shotgun down. One Soldier's trying to jump away. Scout in there doing something. Ends up getting taken down by a big rocket there. Vacationer playing really well right now, taking that Scout down. They are not done. They're ready to push into last already, capturing second. Getting some frags in there. Showstopper goes down. Ninja Nick really hurt right now. Can't quite get him down. He tries to Uber saw, but it's not happening. And there we go. We are tied up.
Street Hoops Esports tying it up right now. And we are 1-1 scoreline here. Now, we're going to have to see how this middle fight breaks down.
Hey, Shadow. Just hang on to that. If I win anything, let me know.
0-6-1 just got
I was one away, man.
Is that Ethel?
That's how, hey!
Well, Ethel won a prize, but let's get back to this middle fight here. As Hugh Lewis staying alive, Control F Muffin
Shruggin
takes a
going
lot of
huge
damage,
right
but
now.
yeah, Shruggin doing a great job there, keeping things happy, but not happy enough as Deadbolt and Paragon.
Cap goes down.
Yeah, they're on the point and getting the capture there. So that's a good start on this middle for Street Hoops Esports, as we are tied up 1-1. And essentially the second half in terms of time. So
a huge Uber advantage right now too. So if they want to push, they're ready to go here. They've got a significant advantage. See if they decide to play passive, and you know how many of them are listening for their numbers to be called right now. That may play into this as well. So
yeah, hopefully they've passed their tickets off to their buddies and said, hey, make sure you keep them separate, know which one's mine.
Yep.
And
you know what they say, you've got to keep them separated.
Yes. Yes, indeed they do. But right now, Control F Muffin getting good heals, but the rest of his team losing a couple players. Cap on 2 is going down. The Uber is here though, as blue team is continuing the pressure, pushing
nice
forward.
juggle there.
They're trying to get Ninja Nick. Oh, 95%. He goes down, and that should be an easy follow-up capture.
Good rocket scout comes in.
Oh, there you go. Street Hoops Esports. Wow. Taking the lead here.
So we saw a huge fast round from Shrugg's team to start it off, and Street Hoops has responded with 2 in a row now.
Yeah, and as this clock is, we're getting later into the round, we're gonna have to see how Street Hoops, continues to play here. If they're gonna be able to take another round. Obviously, in this mode of playing, 2-round advantage is pretty significant. Ninja Nick and his team rolling around behind the rock.
Way out.
Maybe getting stuck in the corner though. There's a lot of spam.
Oh my God. Huge air shot. Ash takes Ninja Nick down. Later talk.
Unfortunately though, the rest of esports gets wiped out.
Wow.
Ash turns into a consolation air shot.
Jeez.
Quite the shot.
So it's a good thing I've got the right shirt on for it today,
huge air shot. Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good. But Shruggin with Shrugger. Shrug it off, capture the point. 12 minutes left.
Yep. Yeah, they've got to really turn it around here. After the last couple of rounds, you got to wonder what they need to do to kind of respond to the aggression that Street Hoops has been putting out there. And certainly coming out and easily winning mid is not going to hurt. That's for sure.
Yeah. Now, just kind of the team getting set up for position. We do have Kritzkrieg out once again this time, however.
Uber's dead even though, so if they're going to use it, they got to go quick as soon as they get it. They need to be pushing as it's charging.
And usually like at 90%, you got to go with that. But
yeah, get your demo, get that one charge sticky in there.
You're still coming out here a little slow. Huey Lewis
doesn't have it quite yet. Here comes the one big sticky.
Oh, he stops it!
Oh man, that's enough.
Stop it!
Wow. Following up 3 more kills.
Oh my God.
Wow. Control F Muffin going huge right now.
Oh,
that is a wipe.
Wow. What a huge Kritzkrieg there. Huey Lewis, I was worried that he wasn't going to have the charge, but he had the charge.
There's a perfect sticky right at his feet. Right at his feet. Just absolutely perfect. And that's going to be, looks like, almost. Yeah, there it is. Another round there. Wow. 2-2, all tied up.
Once again, 10 minutes left on the clock, and that was a huge drop.
Yeah, that's a big deal. This has probably been the most fun match we've had all day.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Our last match very close as well, but we were in a tied situation once again.
Demoman so fast out to mid there.
10 minutes for a team to get a capture here and put themselves in a good position to win this round. Looks like Technosex lurking around behind. Last time he did this,
there we go.
There you go, gets Vacationer. Last time he did this, I believe he got a 3K the whole time at like 90 health. Gets the health pack.
Does jump up, juggles Huey once, can't follow it up with another rocket though. Deadbolt and Paragon having a real good mid here, getting a couple of frags each. And there we go, now it's going back in favor of Street Hoops.
Huey was down to 8 health, takes the safe route out to go all the way back for the bottle. But I feel like he could have just grabbed that pack and kind of came back in. But, he is being safe, so fair enough. Better safe than sorry is what they say.
That's what I say.
Definitely. And Huey Lewis does have the Uber charge. We'll see if they just push in here immediately. Control F Muffin just spawning, so they've been a little bit earlier. That would have been definitely more beneficial to get out here before the demo man. But here they come.
Hear him yelling "use" behind me right now as they're pushing in.
Use. Scout on the point.
Take the Uber off. Oh, man. Just medic up now down there, trying to do what he can to keep his scouts alive. Just completely get separated. Ninja Nick goes down, though. What a heavy trying to defend the point, can't quite get him. Huey's still up. He's going to have a little bit of Uber charge, but not much. It's not going to make a difference here. He's trying to run away, and he is going to get away.
So I feel a little bit bad harping on Huey Lewis all the time here. Wait, he should not have flashed that scout. I think that's about as simple as that. He should not have flashed that scout. I think he could have had that capture, you know, if he just kept the Uber off the scout. And hopefully they can kind of recover from that misstep and just get back in there and close this round out. They got 8 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, he'd be doing good with the crossbow there, trying to keep his players alive, but he himself is going to be in trouble here if...
Tried to line up an arrow.
Oh no, now he's caught out. Why is the soldier not jumping? Why is the soldier not jumping?
Here's the keyboard.
Yeah,
okay, well, I guess they're going to let him get away, so interesting decision making there. I mean, nobody up really. And
Paragon was around kind of causing some trouble, so I think that was part of it as well. Huey Lewis falls back, and they might definitely regret that that last push.
Yeah, we'll see here. Street Hoops off Ubers starting to come back into mid, but now they're deciding it's best to retreat tactically.
Yeah.
Or fall back to second here.
Well, Ninja Nick does have the Uber charge now. Huey Lewis not that far from it, but obviously doesn't quite have it yet. About 10%. Vacationer goes down. Here comes the Uber out. Demo's going to jump across 99%.
Just gets it.
Yeah, down to 75%.
Immediately uses it really good there. So, I mean, he was not doing too bad. He's getting it down here, but they are really getting forward. Just the Demo Man to go against there. And pulls the big piece of meat out. Can't quite do anything with it, though. He's going to jump away.
I did get Ninja Nick down. Control F Muffin extremely banged up, and that is everybody.
Wow.
So that's going to clear things up. We are going to get Ninja Nick, Steve C, and Shrug getting that forward spawn. They should be able to stop Showstopper from getting that as well, which is beneficial. So now 3 players by Spire. They do have Big Shrugs looking out the big spy.
Oh, yeah, we've got Spy out
now. Play here. I think he's got great positioning for this.
Yeah, let's not get too loud. They can't hear us. So.
Yeah.
Moving up there. He sees the medic. He's going, stab. He can't quite get it off.
Oh, my.
Butter knifing him. Can't make it happen, though.
And Ash is just kind of
classic Mackie right there, I'd say.
Yeah. Pretty funny stuff there. Shrugs, nice attempt with the spy. They gave him plenty of time to work with. He just couldn't find the back.
Absolutely.
And here's the scout on the point. Yeah, don't flash the scout again. Which was the right decision in that perspective.
Really nice.
Should be able to get this frag. Oh! He gets on the point and takes the sticky. Oh,
wow! They just let him walk up there.
Well, Shugs was trying to jump up there. He actually got stuck by the rail guard.
Yeah, railing death.
Yeah, guarding the point there. So 74 struggle. Yeah, so I think that was. I mean. Huey Lewis and Esports should have had that round on their previous push.
Absolutely.
So it's correct that they should have won that eventually. I'm sure they would have preferred to just run 2 different rounds instead of just that first one. Ooh. Wow. Point blank rocket.
Yeah, Shruggin craters there. Yeah.
A lot of pressure on Ninja Nick. 19 health shotgun down. And Huey Lewis went down as well, but at least they got Ninja Nick. A lot of banged up Street Hoops players.
Street Hoops have numbers, but they're not capturing the point right now.
Yeah, they should get that, get that forward spawn for Huey. It would be a big difference. Instead, though, they're chasing frags. Shrug's still up. The middle point is still uncaptured. Players for Street Hoops are like, let's capture Spire, but you're 1 point down right now.
Yeah, they forgot that there. So
they still, they have good forward presence here. Seems likely that they will be able to get at least a lot of time on this Spire.
Keeps the one scout back there, but now they're forced to retreat as Shrugger's players just start coming out in force now. So interesting decision making not to have somebody on that point capturing it and chasing after the frags, like you said.
Yeah, definitely. Now Vacationer gets picked up by Technosex on the side. They're working the Intel computer side pretty well right now. Did have to back up out of there, and Blue just kind of posted up on point. Do have 4.5 minutes left, so definitely things a little close here.
Blood pressure rising a little bit, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
Next we have the Logitech Rumble Pad 2 vibration.
And yeah, so just kind of you know, the stalemate. No team's gonna lob a crit sticky in there, though. Unfortunately,
No,
both teams
not
on
again.
Metagun.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Still got some round left.
Both Ubers up and ready to go here. Teams kind of just feeling each other out in very defensive positioning on Shrugger's part here, using a lot of the terrain to their advantage.
Yeah, pretty standard positioning by Ninja Nick, staying on the backside of the spire, keep your head tucked, able to just run out real quick if need be. They got one scout on sewers, and looks like probably that's TechnoSex on the side, watching the Intel room. So just slow here again, you know. Once you get in these clock situations, kind of is going to come down to Shruggin with Shrugger to make a play here. Can't really expect Street Hoops to do much. Vacationer goes down. TechnoSex working the side. Here comes a big jump by Showstopper. Uber's used.
Couldn't get him in time. Oh, man. Huey Lewis caught out in the middle here. Picks a scout up to try and get away. Going to get a huge jump in by the soldier here. Can't quite follow it up with a kill, though. Scout chasing now. Scout v Scout in the choke, and that soldier comes up to help with that. 2 scouts now. This is numbers are not in favor of Street Hoops, and Shrugger's team thinking about pushing, but they do hold back, so that's probably a smart play right there.
Good job by Shrug's team, you know, just responding. They got that one pick and just kind of moved immediately off of that. There was a sticky trap that could have gotten blown up and done a good damage to DeWatna, but didn't get triggered. So it's still on choke.
Let's see what they decide to do with this push here. If they're going to try and wrap around or go straight through the choke. You got a couple players that are kind of poking out there, but not really doing anything as far as trying to make a play. Holding real safe here, probably just waiting for the Uber, and then we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, definitely.
What's your call here, eXtine? Where do you push from?
I like Intel. I think that if they give you a lot of space, and indeed that is what direction it seems they're going, they give you a lot of space there. It's easy to get in, and you still have plenty of time to work with to get out. A soldier is going to go for a wraparound play here on Intel, come up from the backside of Spire. But Ninja Nick is falling back with Control F Muffin. Steve C the only casualty there,
yeah,
but Deadbolt went down.
Yeah, not very useful Uber. I mean, both kind of just canceled each other out. But now we're finally getting some action, though. Down goes Paragon, and Ash gets a nice little kill on Shrugger there.
Control F Muffin separated from Ninja Nick. Ninja Nick alone in sewers. And TechnoSex 14 health is going to get the health back, and Intel does take the mini crits.
Wow.
And then a good splash rocket from Vacationer.
Yeah, good play.
DeWatna got killed though. He tried to jump in aggressively, but didn't really have any support. I think that was a little too crazy from DeWatna.
Yeah, and they're getting to the point now where we got a minute and a half left, and it's coming down to the wire here, and we need one more capture. And with Shrugger's team pushing second, they're going to start getting pretty darn aggressive to try and tie this thing up. Huge air shot on Huey there.
That is a clutch play as Ninja Nick's going to get Uber charge here. Does take a rocket down to 76 health. If they can get him to use here, that'll be very good. He does use on the scout.
Got to get the cap down, though.
Yeah, they do. They want to keep pushing in. Oh, and a back cap.
Oh, no. It's not going to be. It's not enough time. It's not enough time.
No, it's good, though, that they forced Ninja Nick to turn back around, and now that Huey Lewis is back up, Ninja Nick 13%. He's getting attacked from both sides. Oh no, Ninja Nick's down.
Oh man.
Oh, and there goes Control F Muffin. Looks like Steve C was on the point. 35 seconds. We might see the end of Shruggin with Shrugger here.
Yeah, I don't see Ninja Nick may come up with like a quick fix or something. I don't know what he's going to decide to do. Although that's not banned, is it?
Quick fix is banned.
Is banned. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, they don't really have too many options left here. 20 seconds, so they basically just have to pile players forward. You still have to leave time for the capture as well. TechnoSex working around the side here, and they are in, but we do have a heavy weapons guy out. 8 seconds, counting away. Oh, scout on the point. Players getting on the point. No, not going to be enough.
Shrugger and Showstopper up trying to come in and do something, and that's going to be it. GG's coming out.
Well baited by the players, and yeah, there we go. Street Hoops Esports are going to make it to the grand finals, kind of as expected.
Absolutely.
But good showing by Shruggin with Shrugger. and they put up a good fight there.
That was a really entertaining match, eXtine.
Yeah.
I thought the balance between the crits and the Uber and how they kept using those against each other was really cool, and saw some top 10 quality plays, I'd say, especially with that crit sticky coming out and
yeah,
down.
that drop
awesome.
on Huey. So
Absolutely.
good to see. You know, as I said, I harped on Huey a little bit, but he, you know, in the end, he led his team to victory. Threw those heels out there, and they were able to persevere.
Absolutely. And I know we're going to be taking a break in a while.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
Dashner wanted to let me have everybody know that we've got a very special foreign correspondent coming up with an update from our remote studios. So
Oh, excellent, excellent. I'm excited about that.
Do stay tuned for that.
We're going to take a look at the stats here on good old Sizzling Stats. And if you click on some of these players, you can also get the STV demos. Big ups to Lang for helping TechnoSex and Sizzling Calamari upgrade this a little bit more.
Lo and behold, we do have our first Uber charge drop.
Yeah, we do. And we did have the drop from Radium though earlier.
Right.
That's right.
Oh, good point.
The one here. So checking the deaths a little bit, Ninja Nick actually did die a little bit 2 more times than Huey Lewis. Our big fragger for the game was Paragon.
Wow.
And taking a look at our damage as well, Duwatna, 100 points more damage per minute
That's
than anybody from
impressive.
Shruggin.
That's impressive.
Definitely interesting frags there. Good performances by both teams. A lot of medic picks by Ash as well. 6 medic picks.
Yeah, he was all over the place.
And
that whole match.
Vacation are getting 5. So the soldiers for Street Hoops having a big impact on the medic for the Shruggin team.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think we're going to take a break. Might be a bit more of an extended break. We're going to have to check to see whether the teams have run off for dinner or not. And with their Street Hoops esports want a big break, or if they want to just keep powering forward. They did have a little bit of a break watching Shruggin play. And the other 5 ping watching that match. So they might have gotten to them themselves. And we'll have to see. We're wrapping up the raffle here.
We will have the finals tonight, though. So
yeah, the finals are tonight.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. And we're East Coast time, so it's still early in the evening.
Absolutely.
And we have a best of 3 coming your way, and not too long. So,
let's
Street Hoops Esports versus RIP Pharaoh.
Let's throw it to our foreign correspondent for a quick update on the action.
All right, sounds great.
Yahoo! Thank you, Jeff. It's eXtine here again, folks, and I have to say, wow, what an amazing tournament this has been so far here at FITES LAN. Everyone has impressed, and the atmosphere has been fantastic. Now, coming up, we have the grand finals of the Team Fortress 2 6v6 tournament between Street Hoops and the formidable team led by Bronze and the Fragile. Will Duwatna reclaim the glory he once had with a runaway 5 and lead his team on to victory? Will Huey Louie, Pyroman extraordinaire, not drop an Uber? Stay tuned. The grand finals are coming up here on eXtelevision. Downpour, by the way, is a fat slug and needs to stop watching anime